going to be gone the day after tomorrow, and Vici certainly not wanting to have to. And if you can get a couple wins here today, that really puts you over the edge, and then you're through all the way. But early TP's out by Vici as well. Looks like they're going to try and place down some wards. Already Earthshaker is up there as well. And it looks like this time they will also be scouted out. Bardino and Lanham just facing off against each other. So we saw last game that there was the dual lane of like Phoenix and Monkey King. Are you expecting to see Doom and Nyx together down bottom? Do you think that they try and help them out a little bit?
Yeah, this was the hero I thought was going to dual lane last game. The Nyx Monkey King would have made a much stronger lane, which I think is perhaps where Vici Gaming went wrong with their early game and partly why Monkey King had such a rough time. This time around, Monkey King can kind of be left on his own, safe lane, doesn't need a whole lot of support necessarily. Fenrir likely will give him some support, but I definitely don't think the Nyx needs to be in that safe lane securing the lane. He's way better off going to that off lane, helping out secure Doom's lane a bit, and really trying to pressure SG's carry.
I guess mid, too. He can go in there and just mana burn the Lina, which is, you know, a little bit of a, hey,
Absolutely.
how you doing?
Yeah, last game was a Dragon Knight, and you're just like, well, it's a DK mid. I'm going to ignore that lane, but this time around, yeah. A lane where you can actually be a lot peskier.
Yeah. And then the DP, a hero that we haven't seen a ton of, but DP Oracle was a pretty common pairing together for a very long time. Just makes it really hard to blow that hero up, and there's a lot of magic damage on this SG lineup.
Yeah, they've got burst damage, but as you mentioned, if you can get a good False Promise off or a Fate's Edict, block some of that damage, suddenly that magic damage burst is not really as potent as it once looked. So we'll see how SG Esports try and deal with the Oracle. Definitely going to be a key hero to try and verse.
Looks like Laposa will be able to pull the creep waves past. There's going to be a little bit of a route, so Paparazzi going to be able to a couple more pot shots, but Laposa will get a free wave for himself and has Tango and Boots. Should be fine and dandy.
Yeah, interesting. He went for the creep wave pull while, oh wow, top lane. Shaker, he blocks off the Oracle. Fenrir.
Top lane over by the shrine. They are going to be able to find him. And
he's got boots.
Fenrir draw his first blood. They get it on Theliocor.
Yeah, it was kind of unusual because Shaker actually blocked the creep wave top while the Pit Lord or Underlord was pulling the wave. So normally you do one of those two things. You're blocking the wave with Fissure. You don't need to do that pull, but maybe they just weren't on the same page. Either way, it ends up great because Shaker was top for a Fissure block. Now he's smoking up. He's looking for a Courier. We're going to see 2 Courier snipes in a row.
Oh, my God. This guy.
Timing is, he's going to be a tiny bit. He may get on the way back.
Yeah.
He will. Courier.
They kind of have an inkling that this could be happening. They're going to send it a long way around, but like you said, they might send it back the short way as it comes back.
If he sends it back the short way, then could be in some trouble. He's leaving it around. Actually walked too close to the tower.
Well, Lanham gets thunderstruck while Young 11 is going to try and deal a bit of damage there as well. The PL, they aren't going to be able to get the Courier snipe, but Theliocor again causing a little bit of concern from the DP who just keeps on, possibly just going to be spammed out waves with the Lina there.
And he's just showing himself. That's one of the things as a Shaker you can do. Just show yourself in plain sight, and that hero is going to be scared of you because a Fissure can set well, there is no LSA, but a potential LSA, the Dragon Slave, some right clicks, and suddenly you're going down very low. So it is a very dangerous lane.
Bottom lane, there might be more action going in as Doom is starting to drop fairly low, and it does look like he'll be able to walk away from that one. A very tanky hero with a good amount of HP on him.
Underlord continuing to pull creep waves from top, knowing that he can't really lane against Monkey King, and the hit trading is just going to be very unfavorable for him. So just going to continue to use this boots first to pull creep waves back towards safety.
Yeah. Well, Lanham, I believe he has an Arcane Rune, if I'm not mistaken, as Theliocor is in the area trying to see if they can find a Fissure block off, but it will not happen. So he's going to take a couple more hits on his way out.
Oh. Decent laning state so far for SG Esports, I'd say. I'd say all in all doing slightly better. I mean, they get the first blood, of course, but securing the offlane some farm in a very tough lane.
Oh, 40R. He needed to hit that Light Strike Ray, and even still, he might end up going down nonetheless. They do find that kill with the Crypt Swarm. Nice pickup there with the rotation in from the Oracle.
Yeah, that's swings things back to a bit more of an even state with this laning stage, getting the kill in the mid lane. Before that, it felt like SGesports were getting a bit more with Underlord able to farm in a very tough matchup with the safe lane PL doing well and the kill, of course. So 40i will TP back in and see what he can do.
Oposa, he's in a little bit of trouble here. Paparazzi trying to count to 4, and it pops off, and we'll be able to find the kill.
Nicely played. Getting another kill in the lanes as SG now giving up a kill in both mid and top.
Yeah. And I think that this Nyx Assassin feels like it's definitely getting a lot more done. In the last game, he was, like you said, up top a lot of the time and wasn't really able to make that many moves around to make stuff happen across the map. This time, you know, he mana burns a couple places, make sure that that bottom lane isn't just complete and total free farm for the PL. And, you know, you take a look at Paparazzi here, 24 and 12. He's having a really great time for himself already.
Yeah, no, as a 4-position player, you never want to be in the safe lane securing the lane. If you're in the safe lane, you're getting kills, it's fine, but like what we saw last game from LAN was just not the ideal setup. I'm not, again, not sure why they want the Phoenix in the off lane. This game, they've made the adjustment. They're sending LAN M to help out the off lane. They're just putting Fenrir in the safe lane. Fenrir's even been able to roam around a bit, so we've seen Fenrir move from safe lane to mid. He's found kills, so Fenrir's even been a playmaker on that 5-position role. Meanwhile, LAN M securing this, pressuring and kind of securing the Dooms lane a bit. So even though he's not been involved in kills, he's still doing pretty well here.
That cheer that you guys might have heard was Miracle and the rest of Liquid guys walking in, so very much a very happy crowd to be seeing all these players come into their home city.
We're blessed by the presence of TI champions. So they look around like, oh gosh. We're a real Dota tournament, that's right. Definitely a very stacked tournament here at StarLadder with all the teams competing.
Definitely. Well, like you said, it is the Doom who's gotten his lane pretty much to himself this whole time. Lanham comes in, throws out a you know, mana burn every now and then. As mid lane, maybe something brewing as they have rotated in Fenrir yet again, but the Fissure will break up that gank attempt, and Ori also just going to be forced back a little bit. 40R does have Laguna Blade, but
a bit low mana. Doesn't have the other spells, it looks like right now, so we'll see if he can find a chance to use that Laguna. For now, it is a rotation back towards bottom. They really want to, I feel like, get a kill in this Doom soon. He's getting way too much out of the off lane. Yeah, and they have been able to find him. Now, can they actually find the finish? That's the other question. Costabal's taking a lot of damage from the Doom, and they actually just have to back off. They really don't have a great answer for him with Lanham coming in as well. Can they even think about diving this? Seems unlikely with the creep wave still a bit too far. Yeah, he just crushed them. He just turns and fights 1v3 with the regen from the Scorched Earth, and they did not have anywhere near enough damage to try and go for that kill through the heal. And Pale, again, Lanham just being a thorn in their side. Fenrir, though, he does have that Fate's Edict and the health regen coming in with Purifying Flames. But just look at this. I mean, you compare this lane right now to the Monkey King and what Monkey King's been able to get. He almost gets a solo kill. Like, it is feeling like SG are certainly struggling down here bottom. Yeah, the offlane Doom getting this much fun. Pitlord has similar amount of CS, some of that being the jungle, but barely able to walk away from that. Costabile, again, though, they don't really have a great answer for Young 11, who is just tanking tower shot after tower shot and walking at them. They can't do anything against this guy. Bardino, he's going to try and be a little bit of a sacrificial MC, and if they can get into the range with Celio Core, they do get the Spike Carapace to turn that back around, so they couldn't get the full combo out. Fissure is there as well, but Posa trying to find the kill. They do find a little bit of a slow, but Young 11 able to just saunter away, happy as a clam. Yeah, smart TP from Underlord. He then even gets to immediately ulti back top to continue farming. If he'd gotten the 2 kills, the one on the Doom as well, that would have been absolutely amazing. Mid lane, meanwhile. Oh, great juke. Able to get away from there and actually going to glimpse Ori back in. Is he going to get the regen from the souls, though? The ghost's coming back. Oh, is he going to die? He is almost down 5 HP. Oh, Ori. Wow, that was so close to getting a kill on the Death Prophet. I mean, Lina as well also on less than like 20 HP. Now gets a solo kill mid on the Nyx. Hits a stun into Laguna. Lanham did not get a chance to pop Carapace because of that. He'll take that every day of the week, so. Well, DP doesn't take the tower mid, doesn't kill the Lina, and then ends up almost dying, has to run back home while they kill off the Nyx. Not a bad exchange there for SG. Not bad at all. They don't really waste any time with the Underlord getting to ultimate his way back to the top lane, and yeah, all in all, pretty think, successful rebuttal to this bottom lane. Doom is back, though, with level 6, so this is where this bottom lane gets really tricky. They're going to have to continue to dedicate resources there. Underlord's going to have to pick up another TP and be ready to help out again, because this bottom lane is where Vici Gaming are sending rotations. Again and again, they want to keep pressuring this PL.
So last game we were looking at it, and it always felt like there was this looming threat of an Arc Warden that was just going to cause so many issues for Vici. This time around, it's about sort of, back and forth laning stage like you saw last time. But it feels like the late game of Vici is a lot better relative to SG than it was at least last time. Do you still think, though, that it's going to be an issue with this PL eventually getting out of control, or do you not too concerned about that?
I think they should be a little concerned because their lineup doesn't deal well with PL illusions. They are going to go, Battle Fury Monkey King as the carry build, so they are going to build some illusion clear. Speaking of which, he is getting ganked at top, but able to jump his way out of there.
Yeah, you're not going to find him super easily, and instead they'll just force him to head away as they're going to put some pressure onto the tower.
But the PL is not like the looming presence that like an Arc Warden is, where you're like, oh, this hero's getting farmed, we're in trouble. For one, he's been shut down a bit this game, and for another, he just doesn't have that same mobility and isn't the same nuisance as an Arc Warden. But given the lineup and the inability to clear illusions, there is some concerns that PL could be a big danger hero.
Paparazzi won't be able to defend this tower, but they will at least keep him alive and should be able to get some farm in a little bit. 10-minute mark also, so we should have Tomes of Knowledge out soon, which will allow some of these supports to get into their level 6s. Speaking of which, Costabile only at level 6 himself on that PL. He has been hurt.
Yeah, but that gives us like level 6 Nyx. Vendetta coming up will be a big initiating tool for SG. Probably see Disruptor take it. Actually, a Shaker buys it, so maybe we'll get that early Echo Slam, but as it stands, their playmakers, not so much the supports, at least at this point. It's going to be more heroes like the Lina, trying to find some early kills.
Well, and in the meantime, mid lane, the Earthshaker is sort of sitting behind the PL, but it's just, you got to be a little bit careful with this hero. 900 HP isn't all that much. He actually went for the Soul Ring. Kind of a cool build, though, for the PL. Haven't seen it all that often.
Coming Doom in mid. Goes for the Doom, actually, PL.
Mid lane, possibly. We're seeing them all TP in there, and it's going to be Young 11. They are going to be going for the jump away. Oh, 11 actually is going to go down. The Doom is not going to kill off the PL. They keep him alive.
It was very ambitious. He was going for a solo, even without the Underlord there. I don't know if he has that kill. Like, he has Phase Boots and Orb of Venom, so he has slow and chase, but still felt like a very tough kill for him to get. 11 perhaps being a bit over-aggressive this series, and here come SGesports to defend mid lane as well.
Yeah, I mean, you have 4 heroes here from Vici, and they just can't pressure the tower. This is so reminiscent of what happened last game. With the Jakiro dropping Macro Pyre, they do throw out a really good stun for the moment, keeping everybody from Vici back. And with the Exorcism there, can they actually do anything? Doom, maybe a bit too far forward.
Lineup's just very good at clearing the creeps with the Firestorm and the Dragon Slave.
And Pit of Malice just such a hard spell to deal with as well when it's comboed together with a Fissure.
And if you clear the wave and then suddenly Vici Gaming's trying to retreat, you've got Glimpse to pull him back in. So they've got this great kind of combo of clearing out the waves, pulling a hero back in with the Glimpse, and suddenly pulling Vici Gaming out of position. So really nicely played on the defense there, but they do have to be worried about their PL, who was being rotated on, but recognized it and TP'd out.
And I mean, this is so telling. You have the DP pop ulti there, and oh god, the Glimpse away might end up being able to take down the Doom as well. 40R is not messing around. And like, they pop Exorcism there, and now it's going to be SG that take the tower mid.
Well,
or at least a good bit of damage onto it.
Good bit of damage, a Doom kill, and they may actually, they still got time to keep hitting this and perhaps try and take it down, but may just opt to say this is taking too long, let's go back and farm. But all in all, great sequence of events for the Brazilian squad.
Well, maybe the big hero that they're waiting on for Vici is going to be that Monkey King. Like we were talking about, he's going for that Battle Fury as well, so should have answers later in the game for PL. A smoke now into the jungle of SG, and it looks like they're going to run into the Earthshaker first and foremost, although will they even be able to kill him off? It looks like they're looking for more and not going to find it. SG is prepared. They know what's up.
Yep. Repositions well, tucks himself back into the lane, and seems all is fine. The PL is even continuing to farm at top, so he seems to be well aware that Vici Gaming are on this bottom side of the map, and it does look like this PL is going to continue to farm. Has got Boots of Travel already up, so going to continue to accelerate his farming ability with this.
Impale. Fissure to turn it, though. And that is a tough spot to be in for the Nyx Assassin. Another pick-off. Can they get any with the glimpse on their way out? Not quite there for the vision.
That ward was a millisecond too late. If he'd planted that and given the vision, he could have got the glimpse off, but the night vision not working against him.
There still is maybe a chance mid, although now Disruptor's too far away to catch onto the Doom.
Feels like both 11 and Lanham just been a bit out of sorts this series. Definitely players well known for their ability in their role, like as far as being big playmakers, initiators, and we're just seeing like slightly over aggression from the two of them.
Yeah. Well, double stun there, but 11 able to turn it now. They are going to try and maybe take the Uber out of here as Theliochlor holds off. The Doom has been used, and they'll hold hands together. They take all of the full heroes back over to the shrine. And
small little side trip.
Yeah.
We're seeing this Underlord, how good of a counter it can be for Doom when he can just ulti whoever gets doomed away back to safety. You can regroup, reset. And something that Winter mentioned on the panel, it's a good answer to Exorcism. If your opponents commit a big ultimate for a team fight, you can trade ultis, but it does the same thing against the Doom as well.
Yeah, it's one of those heroes that's so unique in the way that it works that, oh man, Lanham don't even need the fissure yet. They're going to be able to find a pretty good spike carapace, but 40R again claiming the kill. And SG, they're firing on all cylinders. I don't think people were expecting them to be this good out of the gate. You know, people talk about this, these South American teams being able to build up to, you know, competing really well in the majors. They're doing it in the very first minor of the year.
That's really impressive, I think, for this team. When they're a team without that LAN experience, other than 4DR, these guys have not been to any big international LANs. These are 4 new names to the competitive Dota scene as far as like the international circuit goes, and all of them really playing some great Dota right now. SGesports have definitely called Vici Gaming by surprise in this opening series. I imagine Vici Gaming did not expect such a formidable opponent in SGesports, and well, they've got their work cut out for them if they want to stay in this series and force a game 3.
And that's really going to be the big question mark. 16 minutes in, 7-3. It's still only 1,000 gold lead, and Lanham, they aren't quite going to be... Oh, they get the glimpse off. Static Storm down as well. He is in vision, and soon going to fall most likely as well. Can they get the kill? They're trying to get it. Instead, it's the turnaround. Boundless Strike down as well as the Primal Spring forward. Can they find that kill? Onto him. No, 40R staying alive. Not long enough. They get the false promise off, and that's going to keep Paparazzi alive as well. Can SG clean up anything else there? The Echo Slam is out. Is it enough, though? Monkey King's still alive. The Wukong's command just doing so much throughout the duration. Theliochlor got one more stun off, but it does look like Young 11. They can't hit onto him either. DP glimpsed away. The final tally ends up being 2 for 1, and, well, maybe going to be 2 for 2, as SG makes something out of what was looking like a terrible fight.
Yeah, the fortunate news for the Nyx at the start was Lina's Laguna Blade was like 2 seconds off. It came up right as he got out of range, and they just slightly overcommitted. That 2-man impale from Lanham helping keep himself alive and prevent that Laguna from being thrown out. So not a terrible fight for them, but they also commit Exorcism at the end. So suddenly Ori doesn't have Exorcism, and we could see SGesports look to either farm the map or even take a team fight off of this, but they may just be more at a farming stage. They're very close to finishing off a Bloodstone on Lina. Shaker wants to get a Blink Dagger. He's at 1,300 gold, so it does feel like they just want to farm for now. Diffusal Blade not complete, so you're definitely okay seeing an ultimate like that get used and just farming. Lanham
again in trouble. And another just good sentry ward placement.
Yep.
Like, they've been so on point with it.
Definitely overestimating what he can do on this Nyx Assassin. And like you say, the good sentry placement, really the big thing there.
Well, they will pay the price of it as Disruptor falls. Static Storm was used there as well. So that is a little bit of a tough one. And Vici finding something out of a failed movement from the Nyx.
Was a smoke from Vici Gaming there as they get just the one support. Again, similar to last game, we saw that Jakiro die a lot, really struggled to get any farm, but he ultimately enabled the rest of his team. So Disruptor dying there, not really too big of a deal. This Underlord kill, though, much bigger one, as he gets his mech, but does not have the ability to use it.
Yeah. Pretty easy kill there. Nice pickup. And it was after his mechanism, so when he's back up again in another 40 seconds, they can probably make something happen. Although it looks like Vici, they are actually taking down the tower up top, and they could be in position down bottom to find the kill onto PL as well. So another series of really good plays, and Doppelganger away, but it was never going to be enough with the Primal Spring already there.
Yeah, it was really nicely done, using the Boundless Strike to initiate. So Nyx gets the Vendetta and the Impale off. Can be a hard hero to gank as a Nyx.
Now, looks like 11 is going to fall as well here. Do get that Laguna Blade and find the finish.
Yeah, 11 should not have hung around as long as he did, but yeah. Yeah, bottom lane, it's often hard. You want to get the Vendetta hit on a PL, but if you go for the Vendetta into Impale, he may be able to Doppelganger in between if you have fast reaction, so letting the Monkey King initiate to set that up.
So I haven't seen a lot of the Battle Fury Monkey King. Obviously, it's been like more of a revelation as he's moved into a core role. But I mean, how well does this item work with the hero? It feels like it's pretty cool.
The biggest thing is it makes up for his weakness in that this is a hero that doesn't push lanes well, doesn't also farm all that well. So the carry Monkey King of the past, like before this Battle Fury build, would often get a fast like Echo Saber Deso, and then if he lost one fight, he would fall off very quickly and not maintain any farm. This Monkey King build with the Battle Fury, you farm fast, you push out lanes, and you can always scale well into the late game, even if you don't have that good fight or two. The old carry Monkey King had to have good fights, had to get kills.
Raposa is going to get caught here, and just a ton of magical damage very quickly, and he is gone. Afterwards, the Exorcism, but there's already backdoor protection there and no creeps. So it's going to be a little bit of that duration wasted as Vici trying to push mid while also eventually going to be bottom.
Yeah, it seems SG just going to avoid this fight for now. They've got the PL up top and will forfeit another tower. So definitely Vici Gaming having the better mid game so far, being able to connect on multiple kills. Possibly looking for 4DR here at mid.
Yeah, mid lane, they're there, going to open, Echo Slam as well, everybody gone, and 4DR, is he going to live through this? He's so freaking low, he's going to get the deny off. The Doom is there for the PL, and looks like he's going to be able to live through it. In fact, Young 11 might go down himself. They've got the Eluko there, the Blink Dagger reveal. This Earthshaker constantly has just made so much happen for them. Great plays.
Wow, yeah, this Shaker of Theater may just become a ban-worthy hero moving forward with how well he's done in this series on it. What a great counter initiation. He got a 3-man fissure off initially, and now they're going to find a kill.
Another big pickup. Ori, what are you doing there? Just in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Underlord scooted them to the top lane with the ultimate, puts them in a position to go push, and Vici Gaming just being overrun and overwhelmed here by SGeports. Lina does lose a big chunk of her Bloodstone charges, the one, I guess, small consolation prize, but ultimately SGeports are going to be happy with how that turns out, and getting a tier 2 tower now. Things on much more even footing as that fight.
Well, and the thing that's kind of interesting is we think about last game, it was like the Necrophos that wasn't really making a ton happen around the map. Not that it was like playing wrong, but that's just the way that they're choosing to take that hero. This time it's like the Monkey King who's been able to be involved often, but it really feels like he needs to get into that next item after the Shadow Blade to like stay surviving in these fights, because he's kind of getting blown up every now and then. They have too many heroes they need to save almost.
Oh yeah, the BKB will give him that. This is, I think, the real peak of this carry Monkey King is when he's got when he hits the BKB timing. Sometimes you don't normally see it right after the Battle Fury. You want that one transition item, whether it's an Echo Saber, this game is Shadow Blade. Ooh, Static Storm at top with a little defensive play from the Disruptor there, but yeah, you want to get that BKB after normally your second big item, and then you get very strong. That first couple BKB team fights, if you're against a team that's largely magic damage, and Shaker, Disruptor, Lina, the physical damage isn't really there. Even PL, like the Diffusal and the Mana Burn not going to be effective against the BKB Monkey King. This means this hero will be somewhat unstoppable in team fights around his BKB. They're going to have to kite around. They're going to have to use Force Staffs. They've gone for one on Lina, which is a very good choice because no one else has one for some time. So we'll see how SGesports deal with the BKB. For now, they're fighting before it, which is probably the best way of dealing with it. Don't let him get there.
Yeah, and they actually are going to back out now with no Static Storm, realizing that Vici Gaming was coming down there for the bottom lane to defend. And Boots of Travel now done for Lina. Also, it's a very mobile team. Like we saw, they were able to take advantage of that and find the kill on the DP just a little while ago. And, well, they are going to try and dodge away from this movement coming in from Vici into their jungle and go somewhere else. Mid lane is the call, at least for now, for PL.
Yeah, PL getting up there as far as his farm. Will definitely scale well. Monkey King may have a Battle Fury, but is going to still be very reliant on his BKB and not have the overall best solutions to a PL if PL can keep up in farm.
Smoke there. Doesn't look like it was going to be scouted either. So this one might catch SG a little bit off guard. Also noticed that Underlord had at least the Force Staff queued up. I was wondering if he was going to go for a pipe with all his magical damage, and now runs into some heroes maybe. Does he realize that they're there? Vici just walking right behind him. Ori is there as well. They get the Boundless Strike onto 2 and trying to deal the damage out. Static Storm is down. The BKB is already out from Ori. Can they get out of there? Can they find their kills? Laposa trying to stay alive. The Fissure, great placement from Core, and they get away.
Wow, they are so good with their mobility. Lina just hits the stun on the Doom so the Doom doesn't come out and then scoots the Underlord away with the Force Staff. I think they know Young 11 is somewhere nearby Invis, but they want to go fight now.
Oh, 3% Fissure. Is there any follow-up, though, that you get the Doom down now onto the Lina, time to back away, or maybe just kill off the Doom before he can get with the rest of his team? SG kiting him. Exorcism is over by the Ancients. SG's done everything they need to.
Yeah, they're chasing for more. They may be able to find Fenrir here. Glimpse is back up. They'll get at least this Oracle.
SGesports. It's not just the draft. It's not just the heroes. It's the play.
Yeah, I don't think this is... You can't even just say they're out-drafting opponents. I think game 1 they had the better draft, but they just flat out outplayed Vici. We're seeing it again. Outmaneuvering them, just making the better team fight decisions, backing off when they need to, fighting when they're strong, so...
Oh, Paparazzi trying to get away from there. They are going to be able to jump to the other side, so it keeps them alive for the moment. But Paparazzi drops the Wukong's command. It's a little bit off the mark, and they're too far away. They blow up the Nyx Assassin, cancel TPs that came in, and Wukong's command is down as they get ready to take Roche.
Yeah, they had to cancel that. Death probably did not have ultimate or friends in the neighborhood, and that's going to be a easy Roche for SGesports. The Firestorm doing ridiculous amounts of damage to bring it down fast, and this is worrying. Vici Gaming just... They've got these... They're going to have these BKBs fairly soon. The Monkey King may be very strong when he gets his BKB, but it feels like the rest of his team are not going to offer a whole lot. Doom is not going to have BKB anytime soon. It's just being instantly killed in most of these fights. The Nyx is also having a really rough time getting picked off at the start of the fight. Between LANM and Old 11, this series has seen countless numbers of deaths, and SGesports have just done a great job punishing their over-aggression.
Well, and the scary part, too, is the way that these fights have gone, it's felt like SG blow them up before they even get a chance to react at all. So if you invest all that gold into BKB and you die, and then afterwards you don't have buyback, what's going to happen at that point? It's just going to be game over. Underlord actually decides to go back for the Lotus Orb instead. So more survivability for his teammates.
Yep, looking to have some Doom prevention tools as part of this, and also a way out of like the Death Prophet silence, theoretically.
I guess the one thing to be concerned about for SG is last game they had that DK for the Siege engine, and Lina can in some ways be effective, but it's a little bit scary trying to move up there to high ground and just hit away at the tower. Yeah,
you're going to need a lot more farm and items. He's going for right-click damage, I think, recognizing he's the building hitter. Picks up a Crystallis. I saw the Crystallis and was like, is this a Bloodthorn? Bloodthorn doesn't...
Oh, no, this is not the way to start it. Doom gone again, and this is the opening that they needed. He does have buyback, but most likely tier 2 at the very least.
Yeah, I don't know if you want to be throwing buybacks around at this stage. Monkey, Paparazzi, considering fighting here with his BKB, but you may be able to defend that tower and have an okay fight, but ultimately probably not going to be worthwhile. Fighting into an Aegis here, very tough to do.
And the siege is going to commence. They do have an Impale that connects onto 2. Do they have a follow-up? They are still going to be able to get out of here with the Underlord if they want to, but Mechanism back up, BKB down. Time to go again. It was a 4-person silence from DP, but there's just nothing that they can do to keep them there. Nothing at all.
The BKB use, they can turn and perhaps fight. They've got a couple, they use the last urn charge now to heal the Lina back up, so we'll see if they can fight. Monkey King does have ultimate, but without the BKB, he's still at risk of being bursted down by the magic damage.
19-9, 3,000 net worth lead, and I mean, they can back out again. I guess, like, since there's going to be a BKB up again, is that why they're not wanting to push high ground right now?
On the Monkey? I think it's just hard for them to push high ground. If, like, the only hero that can really hit the building is the Lina, and she exposes herself to getting initiated on. If she starts right-clicking the tier 3 tower, there's, like, Nyx may just get a stun on her, Monkey King gets a boundless strike, and suddenly Lina just gets chain stunned to death, so it's very difficult to push high ground until you get more items or more kills. We'll see. Lina is, as I said, going for right-click damage. I didn't like the idea of a Bloodthorn, like from a Crystallis, because the mana burn, if you have Bloodthorn, is going to really destroy you, but she goes Crystallis into what looks to be like a Hurricane Pike, so may consider like the Bloodthorn later, or just sit on, like, even go for a Daedalus type build.
Yeah. Paparazzi again, moving through the jungle, seeing if he can find somebody with the Shadow Blade. Oh God, look at it! Look at the Earthshaker, he's ready! Do it one time! Oh, I wanted to see it so badly. Oh, instead they're gonna wait for the rest of them to show up. Oh, Kosovo is the only one left alone. Earthshaker reveals himself in the creep wave. Did they get a little bit too greedy with their movements? They doom the Earthshaker. They have the Static Storm down. They really love an Echo Slam, but it looks like that Earthshaker is going to be gone. Got taken down by the Doom. They have the BKB pop. Can they kill him off in time? That is going to be the Aegis gone. But he'll be back in just a second. And thinking about chasing for more, this is into Exorcism. They have the Lotus Shell onto him. Paparazzi walking forward. Get the hit. They get the turn. They're trying to find the stun. He has the Manta. Able to turn Ren onto Fenrir. He's taking a lot of damage now on the mana burn. That should be a kill onto him at the very least. The extended team fight's going to continue. Still the Doom walking around invis for the moment. They think about going on to Costabile. They could open it up onto him. And Fenrir, he's going to end up, well, you lose Ori. He's gone as well. 3 are dead. SG just masterful team fighting.
Oh, and then immediately ultimate bottom. They want this tier 2 tower, possibly even Paparazzi if he gets too aggressive, but shouldn't be the case as he does see everyone down here now, and they are just using this Underlord ultimate incredibly well to just maneuver around the map, find objectives after a team fight. It doesn't matter where the team fight happens. If it's away from enemy objectives, they just get themselves to those objectives, and that's the final outer tower here as SG really looking to press forward.
Doom isn't even there with the rest of his team, so 4DR feeling comfortable. They got the creep wave into that tower and hitting away at tier 3 mid. BKB popped, the turnaround. Is it going to be enough? Lina, very low, but gonna get out on 50 HP. She's barely able to escape, and instead it's Lanham that falls. SG 4-staffs.
Yeah, we've seen some serious great escapes and some great 4-staffs. 4DR with the sole 4-staff for now on this team. Would love to see some more. Last game as well, it was dodging Chronospheres with them. It was huge problem for VG Gaming to deal with.
The tower again going to be chunked down by this Lina that's just so hard to contend with, and well, once they get that, probably Shrines, although it looks like they're going to have to wait for the next creep wave before they can go again. Still no Nyx for 8 seconds.
See if they can finish it off. It looks like they may just play a safer game and back off a little bit. Seeing how the Lotus Orb can be very useful for pushing high ground, you can actually give Lina some defensive capabilities as she right-clicks the tower. PL can provide the vision of the high ground with illusions, just really finding the ideal way to seize that high ground.
Doom by the Shrine. This is a good place to catch him, and unfortunately, Underlord is there also. They've got all the defensive things they need in the world, and Young 11, he popped his BKB. Theliocor is here as well. They've got Bardino in the area. Can they kill off these hero? Fissure is already down onto 2. There's the Echo Slam to follow. Do they have any follow-up after the fact, though? They do get a pretty good spike carapace off Bardino. He's going to end up going down, but they take down Lanham as well, and now starting to bring on the Monkey King, but he has so much regen coming in from that Jingu Mastery, and 4DR gets the force staff up to the high ground. Light strike array onto 2. Starting to bring her down, but no, the false promise is there. Saving Ori, and now they got to run. SG trying to get away. They do connect again. The spirits are still hitting there. Is he going to go down? Ori almost dead. Almost done and barely able to escape. Again, just by a hair.
It's one of those moments where, like, I'm sure Ori was just like, I have no idea how much Miracles healed me, but I don't think he used that many Purifying Flames on me. He also didn't use any Spirit Siphons during the Oracle ultimate as well. He got very close to dying, and I think the bigger thing is that's all your ultimates down on the Vici Gaming side. They use Doom, they use the Exorcism. SGesports are not as ulti dependent. They've got an Echo Slam, but they don't even really rely on that to win them team fights. Perhaps only when they only need it when the Dire side have ultimates. Monkey King used his ulti as well. Really does feel like a good opportunity for SGesports to perhaps press forward, finish that mid-tier 3 tower, take out some shrines once they're back up.
And now Roche getting close to possible to respawn as well. But 34 minutes in, it's still only a 3,000 net worth lead, but it feels like that net worth is just so much more potent on SG's lineup, and they've been finding the better fights.
They're using the farm a lot better. Like heroes like Monkey King, top of the net worth, needs all this farm to be effective, but is not anywhere as strong of a carry as like the PL is going to be in the long run. Similarly, you've got heroes like Doom, who's very farmed. This Midas, this Devourer bonus gold that he gets from his talent. Yeah, Doom, 13k net worth. He's ahead of the Underlord, but as far as impact on this game, Underlord has done way more than the Doom. Doom has died a lot. He's kind of fed back gold the other way. He hasn't found any good Doom. 90% of the time we're seeing him use Doom. That hero is being saved by Force Staffs, by heals, or by the Dark Rift back to safety.
And you look at the vision as well on this map from SG. They have sentries all over the damn place. They have caught themselves. Young 11, there's a sentry ward up there on the cliff. He does get his Doom off on the Earthshaker, but he's still going to be a liver. And in the meantime, they've caught themselves the Nyx Assassin maybe? He walks back through a sentry. They also have eyes now onto the DP, slowed down for the moment by the Spirit Lance, taking a lot of right clicks through. There was going to catch there, but it was just a mana burn onto the Lina. Fissure not going to connect, but they are battered, they're bruised, and they're going to lose a tier 3 tower too.
Tower down. Can they get more?
Impale. It's out as well. Boundless Strike. Connected, but Underlord doesn't give a damn.
Yep. Lina just sitting really far back with the bonus attack range from both the Talent and the Hurricane Pike.
Well, stun. Another Exorcism out. Maybe a chance for a turn, but PL just going to be able to doppelganger away. And honestly, this might end up being Nyx going down as well. He's going to get some heals up. That might be able to keep him alive. He got mana burned as well, and the glimpse there, is he going to live through it? It looks like the answer is yes.
Another narrow escape.
Young 11 looking for an opening. They still have Laposa there. Another Force Staff, another answer. They can't stop it. They walk into a sentry, and they're just going to get out of there again, but take one on their way. Doom gone again, and everybody from SG's alive.
They're just playing like a world-class team. That's the takeaway. When you put a new team at an international land like this, and you're putting them up against experienced veterans, the likes of Fenrir, Lanham, 11, Paparazzi, and they're clowning on them. They're just styling around them, getting these kills, making these flashy plays with the Dark Rift. Lean's made some very 10 HP escapes as well throughout this game.
Paparazzi shadow bladed in bottom. They caught him, and he's gone again.
And yeah, Thelia, of course, Shaker has just been such a big playmaker throughout this entire best of 3 series. Daedalus complete on 4DR, going for that pure right-click damage, and when you're sitting in 1,000 range, you're basically at sniper status right now, as 4DR will be looking to bring down this mid-racks.
And they do get a little bit of a vision back into their favor of Vici. They have wards down right on top of SG. Not sure if they brought in a sentry or not to take that out. But
you're going to see 11 coming from behind. They've got a sentry there.
Oh no, 11, he's going to get caught. They turn it back around. They found him. He has just not been able to catch a break this entire game. 4DR, wicked 6 streak. And with no buyback, no answers, DP does get the BKB off. And, well, it looks like they are going to try and chase for the moment, see if they can bring down the Disruptor. The BKB is there as well for Paparazzi. He does find the kill and then is able to back out afterwards. But are they going to be able to get a clean escape? It's another question now. PL is there in front. He's been able to catch on to him. That's going to be laying him down again. Vici just struggling to find an answer as this avalanche of damage, and right click is coming through, and that's a lane of barracks and most likely another.
Yeah, they're going to go straight top. They know this Death Prophet may not have ultimate for a bit longer. Is coming up soon, though. That's going to be perhaps the final hurrah for Vici. They've got to find a big team fight off of it.
Oh, the immediate fissure. They land on top of the Monkey King. Paparazzi just wanting to be a living hero in this game, but not getting the opportunity to at all. He jumps up onto a tree, is going to get some heals through, but I don't know if that's going to be enough to keep him alive. He blows up. Ori is gone. No buyback. 90 seconds. They catch themselves another. All the vision in the world, and GG is called.